dress to match the box. How nice.
Yes, yes, yes. All right.
Okay.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome. I think today we're going to get started down on the mat. So let's go to our bats.
Get down, get down.
Yes, get down. Make sure you have, I see everyone has blocks. Today, great. So have your blocks near you, and everyone should have a strap. So we can have legs long in front of us to get started. Okay. All just get centered. Let everything just rest, melt into the earth. Arms, legs, shoulder blades melting down to the earth. Maybe close the eyes and concentrate on the breath. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Maybe put one hand on the belly and one on the chest. And as we breathe in and out, the belly should be rising and falling, just reminding us to take nice deep breaths. Maybe set an intention for our practice today, just to try and be fully present on our mat. Try to push away, push aside any little worries we might have. And for the next 30 minutes, let's just engage in our practice. Let's take another deep breath together and sigh it out of the mouth. One more time. Deep inhale and exhale. Now we're going to come into a pose called bound angle pose, and we're going to bring the soles of the feet together while the knees go out from one side to side on our mat. And this is when the yoga blocks come in handy, because you can put the yoga blocks on the sides of the hips for support or under the knees for support, and your blocks have 3 levels.
I know this way, this way, and this way.
So you can either, you may play around with, I like mine in the hip crease. Sometimes you might want it on the knee.
I think
to
I want
support
mine underneath. Like
while
just
you're
put
in this
underneath
pose.
them.
You can, or you can have it outside. If it will
Doesn't
stay
stay
in
that way.
place. Or you can have it hip, yeah. Is yours okay that way?
Oh, no.
Here, let's see if it's okay in the hip. Okay, no, just stay in your pose. Okay. Did that give you enough support?
I don't think so.
Okay, so let's stay here for a minute, giving a nice hip stretch. The blocks are good for support, for providing length. If we're in a standing pose, twisting pose, maybe we hold on to a block. Let's take a few more breaths here in bound angle, trying to find some stillness to what might be a little discomfort. You can rest the hands once again on belly, one on the chest. and try to continue with our deep breaths while getting a nice stretch in the hip region. Couple more breaths here. You can gently remove the blocks, put them off to one side, and bring the knees into the chest. Hold on to the shins and just rock from side to side. Giving the spine a massage. Maybe you rock in circles with the spine to the right. Then in the other direction to the left. If it's comfortable, you can shift the knees to one side. Maybe you shift the knees to the right side, bringing a twist to the body. So shift the knees to the right. They may not touch the floor, but we're moving both knees to the right. Even if the left side of the body comes off the floor a little bit, that's fine. But move to your side. Knees are to the right, and let your gaze move off to the left. So it's okay to be on the side body as best you can. So you're moving in two directions. Your knees are pointed to the right and your gaze is off to the left. And you can have your hands out to a T, or you can have cactus arms, or sometimes we call them goalpost arms. But you should feel a twist. The left side coming down the rib cage, down by the left side of the waist. And these can be stacked or they can be staggered on the right side. But again, try and find the breath in this pose, getting a stretch in the left side. Okay. Yeah, you may have to come back to center. So what we did, we moved from
You're supposed to be on the right side, knees on the right side, right?
knees on the right side.
And looking towards the left.
Looking towards the left. So we came from this knees pulled into the chest and dropped them off to the right. And then looked in the other direction.
And hurt your neck.
And don't, right, so only when it's comfortable for the neck. If not, you can look up. Just take one more breath here and let's pull back to center. Take the arms around the shins and rock from side to side again. Wash that away from the side body. Take a big breath in, big breath out. And while you're rocking, this time drop the knees to the left side. And again, you are twisting the whole body, so you'll be lying on your side with the knees going to the left. And if it's comfortable, you can just glance off and to the right. You don't have to twist the whole neck, only if it's comfortable. Hands can be on the body, hands can be to a T, hands can be goalpost arms, I should say. The knees can be staggered, or they can be one on top of the other. But you want to make sure you're getting the twist by looking in the other direction. Let me see everybody. And that, can you look in this direction? Does that hurt if you look in the other direction?
That's fine.
Put
That way.
Mm-hmm. Yep, okay. And then put this arm down. Yeah. So you feel the twist. Okay. Good, 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 good. Okay. Take a couple more breaths here. Then let's, when you're ready, come back to center and bring the knees into the chest.
arms around the shins, and rock from side to side. Good, 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 good.
We keep going.
And when you're ready, we'll meet at the top of the mat and a seated position. We'll cross legs. Everybody ready? Looking good. Excellent. Hands can be on the knees, hands can be in the lap. Just kind of get settled in this position here. And let's take a few cat-cow here and seated. And so with cat-cow, we inhale, look up, arching the back, and then exhale, looking down, round the back for cat. Inhale, look up for cow. Exhale, round the back. And so you want to feel the shoulders should have a little bit of curve in it for cat. When we inhale, when we look up, the heart is expanding, collarbone is expanding, and exhale. Take a couple more rounds of this at your own breath. Remember, you want the back should be moving as well, not just the neck. There you go. One more inhale, look up, round the back, exhale for cat. And we'll come to a neutral seat. Let's take the arms up on an inhale. And reach real long at the top. Arms are long, hands are actively reaching up to the sky. Inhale, and on the exhale, fall forward. Hands come back to your lap or to knees. Let's do that one more time. On an inhale, float the hands up. Maybe this time look up, stretch arms up. Take another inhale and exhale to fall forward. Maybe this time using the hands, we walk the fingers back to the lap. Breathe here. Next inhale, arms float up. Long reach, arms are long. This time, let's exhale, hands to prayer. Let's take a moment. Just sit in gratitude for this time that we have to be on our mat. Another inhale, arms go up overhead. This time we'll twist right arm, landing behind right hip. Left arm grabs right knee, twist to the right. You don't want this all in the neck. You want to feel this coming from the waist, from the core. Twisting, maybe we look over the shoulder, maybe we look to the right. Find something to glance at and then breathe. Nice. Next inhale, back to center, arms are up, reaching for the sky. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Next exhale, twisting to the left, Left hand lands behind left thigh, left hip. Right hand grabs left knee. And again, we're twisting from the core. So we don't want any pain in the neck. I'm gonna try and twist. So the chest is also twisting, kind of like one board. Look off to the left and take a couple breaths here.
You're not looking to the left, Will.
Breathe in, breathe out. Next inhale brings you back to center. Arms are up, reaching long, tall. Baby back bend here. And then fall forward on an exhale. Walk the hands in. Let the hands meet the knees. Palms are facing to the sky. And let's breathe. What's wrong? Okay. Everyone, let's go ahead and find the belly. Head can be at the front of your mat. And whenever you need a break, maybe take a drink of water. It's a good time to do it as we reposition ourselves at the front of the mat. And we'll meet face down on the belly. Ugh. And you want the feet pointed out behind you. Tops of the feet are pressing into your mat, so you don't want to tuck the toes. You want the feet, yep, on the ground. So everyone's on the belly. I just wanted to make sure everybody's okay. Everybody can be on the belly. Tops of feet pressing into the mat. Toes are pointed. And we will take some baby cobra. So let palms meet by your sides of your chest. Palms are face down on the mat. Feet are still flat, tops of feet pressing into the ground. Hands are by the chest, by the ribs. The elbows are tucked in. Go ahead and if you need to rest, take a little rest and you can meet us on the next one. So we're going to take a baby cobra. So you don't want your wings out. Try if you can to bring the elbows in. Great. And on an inhale, we're just going to peel the chest away from the mat. On an inhale, press up, take a breath here, and lower down. And that's going to be our baby cobra. Take another breath, lift up, hold, 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 and back down. And you don't have to lift that high for baby cobra. Belly is still on the earth. One more time, press up, and all the way back down. And here we'll take a few breaths of rest. Go ahead, turn the cheek to one side, maybe make a little pillow with the hands, and just breathe. We'll take a couple breaths to find the top of our mat, a standing position. Any way you can get there, we'll meet it standing.
Need a wheelbarrow to pull me up.
Do you want your chair? No. Because yours is really light. You can get it. Okay. You got the wall to use if you need it, right? Okay. And we're just gonna do one standing flow, then we'll be back on the floor for ab work. Okay. On an inhale, float the arms up. We did this sitting down. And swan dive on an exhale all the way down. Inhale for halfway lift. Hands come to the shin, back is flat. Exhale, fold forward. On an inhale, roll back up to standing. Arms are all the way up, pointed to the sky. Exhale, hands to prayer. Couple breaths here in prayer. On an inhale, arms rise up overhead. Exhale, hinge all the way back down. Inhale for halfway lift. In this pose, back is flat. Shoulders push back, hands can come to knees or calves. Exhale all the way back down. And we'll change it up a little bit. Let's inhale all the way up. And this time, let right hand grab left wrist. And we'll take a side bend to the right. Right hand is giving a little tug on that left wrist so you feel a stretch all the way down. Maybe for balance, you kick out one leg if that feels good. If you feel pretty stable, you can keep the pose. Another tug on the left side. Inhale brings you all the way back. Arms are high. And let's do the other side. Left hand grabs right wrist. Side bend to the left. And again, you want to feel the right side. Oh, good. Everybody looks good. Another breath or two here. And let the inhale bring you back to center. Arms are up. Maybe you do a little back bend here. And fold all the way back down. And let's just hang here for a minute in this ragdoll pose. Head hangs heavy. Make sure you're not holding any tightness in the neck. Jaw is soft. You don't want to hold any tension there. Maybe you take a bind and grab opposite elbows and we can just sway here. For a couple breaths. And let's find our way back down to the mat on the belly. Again, we'll rest opposite cheek. So if you always go to the right cheek, this time make a little pillow, maybe go to the left cheek. And take a few breaths here in this resting pose. We'll stand just one more time, do a couple warriors, and then we'll be back to our resting posture.
You said get up now, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no.
Oh,
You've got a couple more moments.
I thought you said get up now for the warrior.
No. We have just a couple more things to do before we come into our final resting pose. It's doing great. Okay, in the next couple of breaths, yes, find your way back to the top of your mat standing. Any way you can get there. If you want to come into hands and knees, yes, or move to the side. Let's come to the front of our mat. Okay. Hands are overhead. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, arms are up all the way overhead. And now we're going to take left foot behind us on the mat. We'll be on the ball of the foot. This is just a high lunge, so this time we're on the ball of the foot. Different warrior. We've got the arms, there you go, ball of the foot. And that's where we want to be. Great, looking good. So your right foot is extended, right leg with a little bend, and the left is behind you. You're on the ball of the foot. Excellent. Take another breath, and come back out of it to the front. Let's breathe here. On an inhale, arms go up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fall forward. Next inhale, float arms all the way back up. Arms are lifted up to the sky, and this time, right foot goes back. This is our high lunge. We're on the ball of the foot, and I see you. We're on the ball of that right foot. We're doing a high lunge. Good. Dad, you want to be on the ball of the back foot, and so the heel is lifted, and both feet are pointed in the same direction. Great. Everyone looks good. Couple more breaths here, and let's bring it back to the front. And let's shake it out. I know, I said warrior and I switched it up. Everybody looked like they were ready for warrior. We'll do some warriors tomorrow. Okay, let me come up my mat. A couple standing poses, and then we'll be ready for our final Savasana. Okay, let's do some knee lifts. And so we'll start with the right knee. Let's get heavy in the left knee or left leg, putting the weight there, and start to just lift right leg off of the mat. Put a bend in that right knee, and we'll stay here for a couple breaths. You can hold it if that's comfortable. You can have arms to a T, hold on to something, arms to the side. And then if you fall out of it, come back in just for a couple breaths, whatever's comfortable. Arms can be up to the side, or you can hold knee. You can hold the knee. Flex the foot. I find that helps with balance. Let's stay here just a couple more breaths. Then let go. Shake it out. Let's get heavy in the right. We'll just peel that left knee, and everyone's next to a wall if you need it. Left leg, left knee goes up. You can hold it. If one is good, two hands. Hold for a couple. It may help to look at something that's not moving to steady your sight on something. Everybody, you guys look good. A couple more breaths, and let it go. We'll shake it out. Okay. On an inhale, let arms go up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, back, hands back to the earth. And let's all meet on our boat pose on the mat. So we're all seated. You can have the heels. So we have a bend in the knee, and heels are on the mat. Good. And then let's put the arms in front, and we'll do some core work here. And if it's comfortable, you can lift the legs, you can leave the legs down. We still get a workout. So we're trying to work this core area. So wherever you are, you should feel the core area. So we're going to do a couple high boat, low boat. So if you've got legs up, this is your high boat, or this is your high boat. Then you have to take it to low boat. Okay. So let's all start in high boat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Low boat. So if everything else stays the same, take your boat low. 3, 2, 1, low boat. Come back to high. Palms are facing up. 3, 2, 1, low. Heels can stay on the ground as you do this. Heels. So you're just lowering this part. So do you feel something across the? Okay.
Yes, I do.
And we'll do just one more low. 3, 2, 1, low. Hold it for a couple breaths. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And then let your body meet the earth. Nice work. If you weren't sweating already, I think that might have given everyone a little bit of sweat. Looks good.
I thought we were gonna use the straps.
Yes, we can use the strap. I thought about that. I got a request. I love a request for some work. So while we're on the back, I love a request, I should say, for some practice. So while we're on the back, if it's handy, I can bring you one. I think everyone has a strap next to them. So go ahead and grab your strap. We have a request, so someone must have some tight hamstrings that we can work on. And we're in the best position to do that because we are about to be on the back for a while. So let's start with the right foot and put the strap around the instep or just below the ball of the
Oh,
foot.
you don't have to wrap it through this metal piece?
Oh, you don't have to. We're just going to take it in one hand so you can do this sitting up
Okay.
or standing down or laying down. And we're just going to extend right leg in the air. So for some of us who are very limber, maybe you grab a toe. For others of us, we can sort of create length with the strap around the foot. Go ahead and flex your right foot. And do you feel something?
Yes, I do.
Everybody feels something in the hamstring? Good, because I know we all have different body types, different flexibility, so you want to get something out of it. So maybe, I think it's easier to put the strap in one hand, or maybe easier to do with both hands, depending on the kind of stretch you want. But if you're comfortable here, maybe you challenge yourself and try and bring the leg a little forward to you, pulling on the strap, bringing it in some, or maybe you stay right here and just get a deep stretch in the back of the leg. Let's take a couple more breaths here and then we'll switch the strap to the left. When you're ready, remove the strap from the right leg, right foot, and go ahead and put the strap again right under the balls of the foot on the left. So now right leg is straight or knee is bent, whatever is comfortable. Left leg is straight up. You can have a little bend in that left leg. The foot is flexed on the left foot and start to apply a little pressure to the strap, maybe pulling the foot flex a little bit more. You might feel that even down to the calf, or start to pull the foot forward, or just move it around a little bit. For whatever serves you in this pose to give you a stretch. Maybe you move the leg from side to side. Take a couple more breaths in this posture, and then you can remove the strap, put the strap to the side. Thank you for that request. Legs are long in front of you, arms are by the side. Let's all take an inhale together and sigh it out. Let's take one more inhale. And sigh it out. Enjoy your rest. start to bring some movement back in the body. Go ahead and roll the head from side to side. Maybe start to wiggle the hands, the fingers and the toes. Oh, you can still lay down. You don't want to get up too quickly. When you're ready, just curl to one side. Place one hand on the earth to bring you back up to a seated position at the front of the mat. Maybe close the eyes. Take a couple breaths. It was wonderful practicing with you today. Thank you for your time. Have a lovely day. Namaste.
Namaste.
Very good.
Thank you guys.
How long was that?
Longer than 30 minutes. I gotta get a stopwatch next to
It was
me.
over 35.